down by 500 in 10 minutes. I'm not sure what that was, unless he got a massive raid. That's true, but if he had gotten a massive raid, I think that he also would have received followers at the same time. Because if you compare to other times where people did get raids, like this one right here, all these other viewer count bumps, you also see the correlation of follower count increase. Authentic viewership that has to go with Stay Safe, especially with this stream. Stay Safe says I'm free for a phone call. Well, here's the thing, man, is that I don't think there's anything that you can say or Zico can say that's going to convince me that anything is different. Because I don't think that the viewership graphs are completely authentic, but I don't think that they're completely fake either. Like, you have to admit, if you look at this data and you compare it to a lot of other content creators, it is not congruent. It's not. But that doesn't mean that you're view botting. There could be other reasons for it. You could have a Discord. Yeah, what is this here? I think there's some more content. Context, it is. Okay. With lots? What is it? It's embedding? Look at XQC graphs? Well, I mean, we'll just look at Stay Safe. He'll explain. He can explain it. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's okay. Miskiv, Kaisonat, Tecto, Atriarch, Jinxie, Rafflegator. It is with lots of people. Sure. But it isn't with lots of other people. And also with anybody who is viewbotting, that graph is the same. And that's what I was saying before, is that there's no way that you can know whether that's happening or not. Because, like, basically, somebody who has a very dedicated audience can look like they are viewbotting as well. So is it a false positive or is it a correlation? I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea. That's the whole point that I'm making, right? And so, like, I think that it is a suspicious graph. I agree, exactly. It is a suspicious graph. Can Zico say without a shadow of a doubt that you are viewbotting? I do not think so. Do the graphs look suspicious? Yes. Both things I think are true. This is going to give Payo content. Oh, man. You're so right. Yep, absolutely. Zico just simps for Payo? Well, I don't know what, like, their issues are. Like, to me, as I've said, I only care about figuring out what actually happened. I don't care about, like, who's right, who's wrong in this situation. But that's it. It's hard to tell with established popular streamers, but it's obvious with new streamers. Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, it's totally possible due to ad bots gradually. Yeah, absolutely. But that's the way I see it. I don't think that there's really a lot of evidence one way or another with this. I don't know. I mean, if Zico doesn't like, you know, like Stay Safe's politics, that's fine, right? That's a whole different conversation. But like, to say he's viewbotting, I just don't think there's enough evidence for it. So yeah. Is 100% viewbotting? Yeah, for sure, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, think whatever you want. I'm just saying that, like, from my perspective as somebody who looks at this a lot, there's not enough evidence. You have to admit that it's kind of sus.
Relax.
I've just spent the last 20 minutes admitting that. Yes, I did. Absolutely. And so, yes, absolutely. I just don't know that.
Welcome
I'm not
to
certain.
Summoner's Rift.
I think maybe that's the case, but I'm just not sure about it one way or another. So yeah, I know, guys, I know anytime that I try to actually look at something fairly,
30
people get
seconds until
upset because
minions
I'm not
spawn.
taking their side. But that's the way I see it. You'll never prove anyone's 100% botting themselves. Once you bot, I don't even know what you mean saying. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you permaban a verified streamer, easy. I didn't perma Stay Safe. I mean, I've known Stay Safe for like 8 years. I've also known Zico for like pretty, if not that long, like, I mean, somewhere around there, right? I remember hanging out with Zico in like BlizzCon 2017. Like, I know both of these guys. I like both of these guys. So like, I don't really have like a dog in the race. Like, if anything, like, I like both of them. So I don't have anything negative to say. I'm just like looking at it and being like, does this look true or not? And so that's it. All you have to do is state both sides of an argument every single time you make a statement with anything ever, and everyone will be happy. Well, yeah, but then I'm giving you know, attention to things that are wrong, which is also bad. Twitch drama is lame. Oh, I don't know. I feel like there's been a lot going on recently. There is. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Retards don't have the attention span to listen to your whole point. Well, I think that people have already made up their mind and they want to hear the same thing, you know? But yeah, anyway, I did want to kind of like wrap up the Nick Mercs thing. Nick is 100% right about this. Nick does not have to die on the cross for Dr. Disrespect. What a ridiculous thing to say. I know Dr. Lupo, did somebody post this on Dr. Lupo? I just want to scroll down and see if I can find this. No, that's not it. Because he made another post about this himself. No, it is. There it is. Yeah. Dr. Lupo on Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Lupo on Dr. Disrespect. Okay, so he also says. Too many doctors.
Bro, y'all, there's no way you do not expect me to not turn my back. Bro, y'all.
There's also the other, like, I mean, this is an elephant in the room that a lot of streamers probably don't want to address, but it's absolutely true. That it's not a very good look for your brand if you support somebody who's being perceived by the broader community as being a pedophile. It's generally not a good idea for your career. Just not in any specific case, but just like in general. So you have to keep in mind that Dr. Lupo and Dr. Disrespect are not friends. They're co-workers. They are, you know, colleagues, maybe. They are in the same industry, but they're not friends the way that people think streamers are friends. Like, I am extremely lucky in my life that I've been able to, like, this is personal. I've had a lot of the same friends for like 20 years. I've never had a problem in my life ever making friends with anybody, pretty much ever, right? Like, I go to a new place, I can talk to people, like, I never have that issue. And I'm also a very introverted person, but I think that, you know, again, I just try to be a nice guy and listen to what people are saying, and, you know, I feel like I'm kind of interesting, and so people, you know, I can be friends with them, it's no problem. And I've had a number of friends that are streamers too, you know, and like, I've been very lucky, right? I mean, obviously, like, you guys know, you know, like, I'll make a short list, right? But I don't want to just go and make a list and people think those are the only people. But like, S-Found, like McConnell, like, those are two people, these are real friends that I've had for the better part of a decade now. Like, this is, it is not just streaming, right? So yeah.
There's no way you do not have fucking brain damage from this. There's absolutely no way. If anywhere along that path you go, oh, that's fine, you got something fucked up in your head, dude. I don't give a shit. Clip it, put it on LSF, tag him on. I don't give a fuck, dude. If he messages a 17-year-old,
we don't know the 17. And I do want to say also, I think I'm going to give a very, very, like, this is not the truth. This is just what I'm assuming. Is that allegedly, possibly, maybe, I'm not saying this happened, but it would be logical that Dr. Disrespect would have said that the person was 17 if they were 17, because it's the next best thing closest to 18. So if you apply the logic that Dr. Disrespect is painting this in the best way possible for himself, he would have disclosed the age of the individual if the age was the closest age to it being acceptable. That's just, that's my logic, right? I don't know whether this happened, but I think this would track. What was it then? I don't know. And it could have been 17. I could be wrong. But I'm just saying that this number of 17, no one said this. This was just invented.
solicit them for sex. And every single time he talks about it, it's going to be sugar-coated, it's going to be dumbed down, because at what point will he have someone to say, yeah, I wanted to fuck a teenager? Do you think he's going to say that? Fuck no. He's going to make it look better for himself every single time. There is no place along that. It doesn't matter if it's Tyler, he was my fucking brother. I would say the same shit. You do not defend it. You don't defend it. Okay? Get your fucking head out of the gutter. The brain rot is fucking killing some of you, and it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, he's gonna have a fuckload of people over there that are watching him because they don't give a shit.
I wish I had seen the rest of it. I wish I could have seen the rest of the whole post. Ah, fuck. Where can I find the rest of it? I want to finish it. Doc defenders are disgusting, seriously? I understand it is LSF, okay. We'll go over to LSF, we'll find it. Fail. Where is it? Let's see. Okay, here we go. And then I'll just watch the full video.
They're watching it because they don't give a shit. They just want their fucking balloon animals from their clown and to move on because they're some of you. And it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, he's gonna have a fuckload of people over there that are watching him because they don't give a shit. They just want their fucking balloon animals from their clown and to move on because that's the community that he's grown. That's fine.
I don't think it's even that. I just don't think that you should expect an average person to like want to get invested or care about a content creator's personal life. Like, I mean, unless it's like affecting the content, like, you can't really expect them to give a shit about that. Like, realistically, right? Realistically, you just can't. And also, there's new people that might not have heard about it. Like, I don't think you definitely shouldn't paint like the entire audience of a person like this as like bad people, because in like 2 months, Doc is still streaming. There's going to be people that started watching him that probably don't even know about him.
An ally has been slain.
Whatever, I don't give a shit. But if you expect me to associate with that, or anybody that has themselves to associate with that, it's very clear cut. He said on Twitter himself that he messaged a minor and they were inappropriately. He said those words himself. Yeah, he went and deleted it, tried to edit it multiple times. But y'all, what the fuck is wrong with you? Pull your heads out of your asses. It's not. This is not a thing to argue about. This ain't like support. This isn't a fucking. This isn't a cultural thing. It's not like some singular event. This is a dude tried to fuck
An
18.
ally has been slain.
Done. You know what, Jerry Seinfeld? Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld is fucking gross too. I see people bring that shit up all the time. Still disgusting as well.
That's another thing, is that there's a lot of mainstream celebrities, especially if you look at older ones, that have had histories with things that are like this or things that are equally creepy as well.
Shut down.
And so I do think that, like, and people do say it's like it's whataboutism. I think that the problem is that a lot of people don't like being told that they have to care about something that they're not interested in like worrying about, right? Like, it's very easy for somebody like Dr. Lupo or me or Ludwig or something like to tell people like, oh, you really need to care about this. But like, you know, if you're a person with your own life and your own problems, you don't want to have to think about this or worry about this, right? That's it. It's the same thing with Jerry Seinfeld, right? Or anybody else, or Kevin Spacey. Like, they're not thinking about like, oh wow, like what is this person's personal history? They just want to watch the movie. That's it. It doesn't make them a bad person for it.
Seinfeld is a shit show anyway, but
I never liked the show.
It's that. That's it. Done. He messaged a 17-year-old while in his late 30s trying to fuck. Done. Yeah. Got it?
There it is.
Weird. Log out of your PCs, go out, touch grass, and think about.
Hello, boss. Hello, Habibi. This house is for you.
Is there a place for forgiveness? For me, there's some shit that you just don't do, man. I don't know, trying to fuck with you doesn't seem like the right thing to do to me. Anyway, hey, where you gotta go, bud?
There it is. I think that if Doc wants to get people to believe him and think that he was right, he has to file a lawsuit and win the lawsuit. That's what I've said before. Because yeah, he's yeah, totally right. There's no evidence of that. So this is what I think happened. This is what I think happened. Like this is my opinion, and we talked about this a lot yesterday, so I don't want to go through the whole thing again. And this is like my I don't have any basis for this. I'm just guessing, right? Here we go again, right? Yeah. I think that the messages were probably inappropriate or sexual in nature to some degree, but not enough to where it was legally problematic. And that's why he didn't show them, and that's why he didn't say what the reason was initially. That's my speculation. Why didn't Cody show them? Probably because he didn't have them. That's the reason why. We draw a line between dirty jokes and wanting to have sex? I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. And if the line was there, Doc would have shown it. That's what I think. So yeah, I don't know. We've talked about this like a lot yesterday, a lot today, and so like I feel like we've pretty much covered everything. But yeah. Yeah, that's why he probably insisted on the NBA himself. Yeah, do you think he gave Cody money? Well, I don't think so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Morally wrong, lawfully okay. Yeah, I think that's probably a good chance. And again, I mean, this is a person with a pattern of bad decision-making behavior who also has like 2 instances that we know of cheating, right? One with the trans sex worker and the other one with the wife that he admitted to. So it's like, I mean, how many points need to make a line here? Come on. What are we thinking? So yeah. That's pretty funny. But yeah, again, I'm not like, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think like a good way to say it. I just want to know what happened, and I know that I don't know what happened, but that's my best guess. So yeah, he can't sue for defamation on something he admitted doing. Well, he could that Cody said 2 specific things. He said that he wanted to have sex with him, he was sexting, and he also said that he wanted to meet up with him at TwitchCon. Like, there were 2 big things there. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like I'm so tired of talking about this unless there's like something new. Because I don't know. Like, yeah, that's it. You'll cheat every day. Yeah. Anyway, greatest comeback in recent history. 2 steps ahead. So, it is really fucking funny that as far as I know, the exact same thing that I thought was going to happen, happened. He did do it. He did. Oh my fucking god. 2, apparently, so I'll watch the video later on, but apparently the guy recorded all of those videos that he's uploading now 2 years ago, and ever since then he's been on a weight loss journey, and he's lost 250 pounds privately. And he posts a video called 2 Steps Ahead. Absolute fucking cinema. I'm sorry, but like, I love this. Yeah, at least Ozempic is crazy. I don't know if he took Ozempic. I have no idea. I have no clue. But either way, he still lost the weight, which is more than you can say for somebody like Boogie, for example. Why doesn't Boogie just use Ozempic? Why doesn't somebody like, there's plenty of fat people. If Ozempic just solved the problem, then, you know, why are there all these fat people? Do you think fat people want to be fat? Of course not. Yeah, it's expensive? Yeah, but Nakaba said he was broke too. I'm sure it's not that expensive. Historian 3 parts. Warner Brothers wants to focus on live service games instead of one-and-done titles like Hogwarts Legacy. Suicide Squad left a $200 million hole in Warner Brothers game division. Warner Brothers CFO says the company's biggest priorities is the Hogwarts Legacy successor. What a surprise. You want to know the real reason why? It's because Hogwarts Legacy was a good game and Suicide Squad was bad. If you had made a good live service game, you would have had no problems. The issues with live service games is that you double down on something that is either good or bad. So basically, like, if you bring out a game and it's successful and it's live service, you make a huge amount of money, right? Because you keep making more and more and more money. But if you bring out a game and it's live service and it's bad, now you're invested in the long term with having to do that regularly. That's the thing. You see kind of how that happens? Live service is risky to make successful? Yeah, it absolutely is. Just stop trying to milk them all the time? Yeah, I think people don't like that either. Live service is just a slippery slope. No, I think a lot of live service games are totally fine. I enjoy a lot of live service games personally. I don't have an issue with them at all. I just have an issue with bad games that are badly designed and that don't play well. It's really just that simple to me. So yeah. Translation, like, if you don't like selling good experience, I'll go and start every 2 weeks for well, I disagree with that. I do, because like that's what WoW is, right? I mean, WoW is like a subscription service and you play it and it's a live service game. I love that game. And so like there are plenty of live service games that I think are great. So I don't hate that. Yeah, I just feel like it's such a it's a very weird way to look at things. There's tons of good live service. Absolutely. Yeah, but we always talk about the bad ones. Not gonna lie, pretty accurate. Let's see. I have no idea why Western studios think that it's a good idea to make characters that aren't very attractive. It's unbelievable. I don't get it. Why would you do this? It makes no sense to me. It's like basically self-harm, like realism. What? Realism? I mean, there are attractive women in real life. I don't even understand that logic. So the only real women are fat and ugly? What? It's so stupid. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just such a ridiculous thing to say. Ugly person chat. Yeah, bro, like that's game dev logic, exactly. Oh my god. And they can get canceled in the West, that's why. They can't. The thing is that, and this is what I think a lot of studios are starting to realize, is that a viral Twitter post, and I think that I'm the best example about this, right? Is that if you look at the amount of negative Twitter posts and negative stuff about me, man, you'd think that I'm like the worst and most unpopular person ever. But the truth is that that's not true. It's just a lot of angry retards that are sitting around crying while I make content every fucking day and millions of people watch it. So that's the truth. So they like crying and bitching and getting mad, but the fact is that it's working for me. So it doesn't matter. It's actually, yeah, look at Tectone, same thing, right? And a lot of people that are like this, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody actually cares about what some retard on Twitter thinks. Why would anybody care? That doesn't mean anything. Like, I see these people that get like 50K likes on a tweet and they stream to like 200 people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't translate to anything. It's totally fucking meaningless.
Enemy killing spree.
So yeah, they're E points. Yeah, exactly. It's just nothing.
Enemy double kill.
Look at the reports. Yeah, I don't know why people keep reporting this stuff. Like, why do you guys do that? It's so weird. It's like, what do you think that we're gonna like get rid of it? What's even going on here? Tweet botting is an epidemic. So the problem is that people see a tweet with a lot of likes and they say, oh, I guess that must be true. That's the reason why. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, to make it super simple for the folks not getting it, when you're buying a fruit at the shop, do you buy a bruised fruit or the pretty fruit? Yeah, the pretty fruit is indicative of its quality. Same reason why no one was interested in the Gollum or the King Kong games. Children know this, but AAA game studios don't. I feel up my fruit? Well, to be fair, a lot of people actually do that. So yeah, Genshin Impact revenue increases. Oh, wow. What a shot. Genshin Impact, despite the active boycott, has increased its revenue by over 8%. Exactly what I said. Because if you read Twitter for those couple of months, you would think that Genshin Impact was on its last legs. You'd think that it was done. It was finished. And you know what? Nobody actually cares about any of this shit, and people just get recreationally angry on the internet because it's entertaining for them and it distracts them from their own life that they probably fucking hate. So every time that you see some internet drama, like whether it's like, let me just go ahead, let's pull up some internet drama and we'll see what it is. With Dr. Disrespect, Nikado Avocado, people don't really care about this stuff. 90% of people don't actually care about this. They're just following it for entertainment purposes. That's it. They don't really give a shit. They're not actually invested in this. They don't know these people. It's not important to them. You too? Yeah, I do. I mean, I like talking about them. I like the issues because I think they make interesting conversations. But I don't really care about them on like a personal level, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, what's this here? Bounding into comic? Enough said. I mean, is it what? Like, I don't understand what is this retard logic that if a person says something from a group that you disagree with, then the thing isn't true? Why would it matter who says it? It's either true or it's not. Did Genshin Impact go up 8% or not? I mean, what? Like, why would that even matter where it's from? These reports need to be public. Well, if you see my screen, you definitely can see them. Let's be honest, the release of Batman, 8% has nothing to do with that. The amount of people boycotting were lower than Concord's player base. It's not a good day for those woke people listening. Acolyte cancellation, Concord and Dust Brown flop. We'll call them brilliant sales. Well, I think it's just that a lot of people are tired of being, of having morality dictated to them by, celebrities or, some group of weirdos on the internet. I think that's just a general trend that's been happening now for like the last 5 years. I think it's become very annoying, and it's not a surprise.
Hi, microwave games.
Let's see here. It's 8% because the character ban was 65. But I'm just saying in general, like, yeah, it's not a surprise. The boycott like that's never going to work. The user report isn't even correct. It comes from the fat Parkway. It's crazy to see how people think, man. It really is. Have the boycotters considered perhaps the game is not meant for them? That's what I was told when I disliked Concord. The game is not for me, and I understand that loud and clear. Well, people love to complain on the internet. If the modern audience is boycotting, then you should be fine. Free-to-play player boycott by playing the game and remaining free-to-play.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm sorry. I think it's so funny. I do. I think it's so fucking funny that they do that. It is hilarious. Nothing better to do, living in people and living in gating communities, telling normal people how to think about social issues. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about that. Oh my god, guys. Oh man, Concord, Cameo, and Astrobot. Oh no. Wow. What a fucking surprise, Keck. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. What a fucking surprise. And it's fucking sweet right there. Yeah, I think that's kind of funny to see. Let me go back. I'll look at all the rest of these too, because I do think this kind of stuff is pretty funny. Where is this? Is it really that surprising? Baldur's Gate 3 most picked character editor option created the most generic dude possible. Larian corrected character creator data and was very surprised by what it found. Human, male, fighter, longsword, time the game. Yeah, do you want to know the real reason why? It's because a lot of the people that are playing games like this are white guys. That's the reason. It's fucking obvious. Do you really think a medieval fantasy game is not going to have a huge audience of people that are playing it that are, like, of European descent? What are you fucking thinking? Of course that's what's going to happen. 90% probably, yeah. I mean, if you make a fantasy game, this is your target audience here. Pretty much every single time. Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma, and, like, you do have, like, Eastern games that are a little bit different, but overall, this is always the case, yeah. human fighter is the most common D&D character? Well, I think it's because it's the easiest for people to self-insert as. I think that a lot of people roleplay, but they soft roleplay. And what I mean by that is that they create a self-insert of themselves in the game, even though they don't actually think that they are in the game. They just want a character that looks like them vaguely, that they can be like, yeah, this is me that's doing this thing in the game. I think that's what happens with almost all games. So yeah, fighter is easiest to play too, and also it's real, right? There's no wizards in real life. There's no, you know, like, I guess there are archers in real life, to be fair. Warlocks or other different classes, but there are fighters. You know, it's a guy with a sword. Okay, I get that. The Isekai fantasy? Yeah, exactly. And so it makes perfect sense if that's the case. The guy in Prague harasses and slaps a pregnant woman, but justice soon follows. All right, here we go. Let's watch this.
An ally has been slain.
Čo robíš? Prečo? Prečo?
Damn. Bro.
Slain.
Don't worry, ma'am. I got him. Yep.
Čo robíš?
That's how it should be. Yeah, absolutely.
Prečo?
Out of nowhere, yep, little shit found out. Well, it's what I've always said. Fucking God. Especially in kicks. That's what you get, man. The kick was so satisfying. Fucking got him. Thank God. Yeah, people like this are so annoying. Absolutely. Think you can see him from across the street too? The first man booked it. Yeah, do you square it up against a woman? Yeah, if you're going and you just like walk up and slap somebody, I'm sorry, but if somebody else tackles you and beats you up, you shouldn't have been hitting people. Keep your hands to your fucking self. It's actually, it's so simple. It's such an easy thing to do that somehow nobody can figure it out.
Killing spree.
Yeah, you flagged for PvP. That's so perfect. Yes, the moment that you initiate physical violence, you flag yourself for PvP. And so, if somebody else attacks you, I don't feel bad. You shouldn't have flagged. You flagged up, that's what you get. You don't need to do it. Yeah, you turned on war mode, bro. No reason for that. Absolutely. Woman walks towards, then after a slap, and he pivots to swing on the right. To swing on the woman, crazy. The guy didn't say that it's style. I mean, I don't really think this guy was trying to do, like, actual damage or, like, be violent. I think he was just being disrespectful and, like rude, right? I mean, like, realistically, it's not like he was trying to beat her up. But at the same time, still flagged for PvP. Yep, still flagged. Yeah, I wish real life war mode phasing was a thing. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, he still punched her. Exactly. But no, I don't think he was like trying to like actually like really hurt her. He was just trying to like disrespectfully slap her just because he's an asshole, right? Why hit a pregnant woman? He's a piece of shit. That's why.
Unstoppable.
It's simple. He's a piece of shit. Look at him. He's a piece of shit. Yeah. What do you mean? Like, oh, I wonder why this happened. Because he's a piece of shit. Why hit anyone? Yeah, it's not that complicated. It's not like there's a whole fucking, you know, philosophy behind it. It's just gonna gamers, when they watch their Fair Games trailer, I love live service game gamers. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Oh God. I don't think the problem is live service games, man. I really don't. 1 hour of work versus 8 years of work? Well, here's the problem is, there's probably, like, the issue, I think, is that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've said this like 50 fucking times. Anytime that I see a video game that has characters that look ugly, I automatically assume the game will be bad. I do. And I know this might sound like silly, but I think it's a mining canoe. It's a mining canary that this is the kind of game that has ugly characters in it. Why would you intentionally make characters ugly? Why would anybody want to see this? It's probably because you have some sort of agenda that you want this game to push. I'm sorry. I just think that no, it's fine. Well, I mean, it's bad by itself, but that's where I start. I don't want to play as something. Yeah, if I want to look at something ugly, I have a mirror. What's this? Well, now same feeling, just like the Library of Alexandria. Huge anime pirate site, hentai, being shut down. Is this what happened when it burned down the Library of Alexandria? Okay. In Japan, candidates must be given airtime on TV. Add me online. I will reply to your messages.
This guy looks like a square.
Do not vote for strange characters or stupid people, please.
This guy read his entire campaign platform in a Buddhist chant.
This is good. Oh, there it is. I love how there's a sign language interpreter in case anybody doesn't get the picture.
Mayor, who wants to make all of Tokyo's decisions with AI. The next thing you know, the city's gonna look like this.
Oh, wow.
This guy loves smiles.
A Makasada, the president of the Smile Party? Well, that seems pretty good. Yeah, I feel like this guy's probably the best one so far. Okay. Is that a Hooters shirt? The reason you can't get a girlfriend is because you don't have a smile that can move her heart. Man. Uh-oh, wait a second. Okay, this is bullshit.
Enemy double kill.
Broadcasts was a signal.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Forgotten what he was gonna say.
Rampage.
My first policy will be...
He keeps this up for 3 minutes before he stands up to get the blood flowing and jog his memory.
Right. Yep. There you go. There you go. I love how she's
Apparently
moving
he
up.
ran this by the sign language interpreter before the
Yeah, bro, this sign language interpreter. She's... Because the deaf people wouldn't know what he's doing unless he did that. That makes sense.
perfectly.
Yep.
Why were these guys paying tens of thousands of dollars to act like clowns?
Probably because they're content
The
creators.
publicity made it worth it. The Joker made headlines not just in Japan, but worldwide. This gave him social media clout. And
Yeah.
within a year, he was elected as the
What? You can just go do this? Oh my god! Yeah, that's great. Okay, I had no idea it was that easy. Cheat codes IRL.
GG's.
Yeah, I guess so.
Destroyed a turret.
When your country has no legit problems, this happens. I'm sure Japan has different problems than we do. It's just we don't know about it the same way that we know about our problems. Yeah, I'm sure they've got plenty of shit that they have going wrong. But yeah, in our current world, Batman would be crucified, but the Joker gets elected. Bro, that is the most fucking, like... That is like the most Reddit comment I've ever heard. In our current world, Batman would get crucified and the Joker would get elected. Oh, that's so good. Oh, super base. Yeah, bro, so fucking base. There you go. Bro, they have so many problems. Their currency's gone absolute shit. Yeah, it's that. Hey, not my problem. What if Black Knight Recon got Assassin's Creed shit? What is this? This is just about making them black. Like, okay. Anyways, lost so much weight. Yeah, we'll look at this in a few minutes. Real funny, guys. Yeah. Real funny. Now they're black people. Uh-huh. Fucking absolute cinema. I made them look black. Wow. Good one, guys.
Right, so check out this money glitch. Okay. All
What's
you
the
gotta
money
do is deposit
glitch?
a fake check at a Chase ATM. Just write down whatever amount, but you can withdraw the funds immediately from your account. It doesn't matter if you got like a
Yeah.
or whatever. It automatically clears the check.
Ooh,
I saw it online.
No.
It's like a real life money glitch. I mean,
No,
you wanna know
what?
what it's called? What? That's
Check
check
fraud.
fraud. That's fraud, you moron.
No.
You're
No,
literally
it's not.
writing out a fraudulent check to JP
No.
Morgan, one of the most powerful entities
No.
on the face of the planet.
No, it's a money.
It's not a money
It's a
glitch.
mon-
It's jail.
No.
He just robbed a bank. You know what? What did you think was gonna happen? They were just gonna secretly get away from stealing from a bank that has all of your information? Get someone on X. They see you. Oh
Shit! I do have to
Really get
say
away all
that
of your information.
I actually think that the Chase money glitch, I think companies need to do more of those. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I think that companies need to have more filters for dumb people. And like, if you thought this was a free money glitch, then isn't it better for everybody else that you're in jail because you're really dumb? Yeah, it's like a bait and switch, right? Yeah, it's like a filter for like really dumb people. So yeah, purge the dummies. Yeah, exactly. And that way they go to jail and they're taken care of there and they're not causing anybody else any trouble. Yeah, weed out the idiots. Yeah, there you go. No, how would you make content off of them? Because there's always new ones every day. That's how. Concord's death offers a bleak look at gaming's future. Bro, enough of the Concord shit. Nobody cares. The game is dead. After 8 years of development, Sony pulled the plug on Concord today after just 2 weeks. Fans loved it, but seemingly not enough. Is this the future of the industry, blockbuster or bust? And this is from Wired. How much do you want to bet that Wired is not going to address the elephant in the room of how ugly and disgusting the characters were, that nobody wanted to look at them? Like, this is the thing, the pronouns issue or anything like that. They never want to talk about the real reasons why people didn't like the game, because they don't want to admit that, because then that goes against their narrative. Yeah, the elephant in the game, exactly. Well, there's more than one, to be fair. But yeah. You can't run, cheat. What's this?
Oh, shit! Oh, hell no! Oh, shit! Oh, hell no!
Is that how it works? Are cops that dumb? Yeah, they dropped aggro. It has to be fake, but it's funny. That's insane. Yes. All this does is it reminds me of one time when I was in Burning Crusade. There was a guy in my guild that was like the biggest stoner ever. And there was another guy in the guild that was a police officer. And the stoner would always ask the police officer ways that he could get around getting arrested. And one time he asked him, if I stand perfectly still, can the cops see me? And he was like, wait, what? Okay, just a minute. Like, hold up, wait, what? And like his thinking was like, the only way the cops can tell that you're high is by the way you move or you walk. So if he doesn't move at all around cops, they would not be able to tell that he was high, because they can't watch the way he walks. I don't know how it worked out for him, but as far as I know, he never went to jail. Bro, that works? I guess so, yeah. Where? It just kind of made sense. PC Gamer might have top screen rant on Wukong Smear. This journalist thinks that the door is the invisible wall. What? What are you talking about? What's behind these doors? An epic boss fight, a powerful new weapon, feminist propaganda? I'll never know, because there's an invisible wall blocking you from passing through that massive opening. Who thought putting an invisible barricade in an open doorway was a good idea? That's the game design equivalent of putting extra lives in a bottle labeled poison extra fatal or hiding an NPC you need to save in a bright red barrel. Oh, okay, I guess you never went to Caelid then. Now, number one. Number two, the whole game is on rails. Like, it's not an open world game. And you're able to go through a lot of these walls. And what a stupid thing to say. It's so dumb. Can I fight this guy? It's just so silly, man. And you can see, obviously, you know, the feminist propaganda is red, so it's like a link to something else. This is a person with an agenda who is, you know, making sure that they, you know, commit their, you know, they commit their action upon the altar of all that is good, you know? No gaming at all. You can unlock that area too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. They literally have a video of the guy walking through it. There's secret bosses, but it needs specifics to unlock. It's just such a stupid thing to say. Roblox has issued 25 players, including inactive owners, a permanent ban for wearing a luxury hat that was officially released by themselves in 2010. This sounds like bullshit to me. What's the context? What's the story with this being related to terrorism? It's probably just people got together and dressed the same way, joined a lobby and started harassing players, kind of like an aggressive flash mob. Moon Man is one of the many white supremacy mascots' dog whistling symbols. It might have been its origins in the KKK. Moon Man? I mean, do people just automatically believe this? There's no way people just believe this, right? That you actually think that they got banned just for wearing this helmet? This is like the same as people, well, I got banned in chat and I didn't say anything. Well, you look at their chat and it says, well, I didn't, there's no way it was 6 million. I tell you that. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. No reason. Stop the steal, brother. Stop the steal. He doesn't know the lore. Yeah, I don't, dude, I'm not going to just believe this. Who the fuck just believes this? Do you know what Moon Man is? Well, no, actually I don't. To be totally honest with you, I genuinely don't. I have no idea. I've never heard of this. Is that where it comes from? Yeah, I've never heard of this at all. Great, let's get to banning all the NSFW clothes, accessories as well. Moon Man was Mac Tonight, created in the late 80s as a mascot for McDonald's. The campaign only lasted a few years. In the early 2000s, the website YTMND, people started making memes using that character for whatever reason. The gag became that he was named Moon Man and was horribly racist. Why is that? I don't know, but it got stuck. Okay. Why Roblox made an official bit of gear involving the character, though? Just everything about this sounds like bullshit to me. I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing about this that it seems like there's very clearly something that's going on here that is not being stated or not being shared because it would make the conversation look worse. Yeah, I'm not gonna just believe that 25 players got banned for no reason for wearing a hat. Total fucking bullshit. Sorry, guys. Let's see this.
Earthbound and Iceborne. Spirit Walker and Fireborn.
Change?
All
30 seconds until the minions
Stupid.
spawn.
Let me see. Today's kids, there's no problems. Kids in the 80s, 90s problems. What is it? Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, getting the soccer. I thought it was I thought it was about the video game. I didn't even see the soccer ball. Yeah, definitely. Oh God. Yeah, I remember we had this happen, and especially if it was like go into a neighbor's yard or something. Like I remember a few times where we'd kick the ball into like a neighbor's backyard, and then we have to like ring their doorbell and like fucking have them give us the ball back. It was the most embarrassing, fucking annoying thing ever. Yeah, remember that? You guys ever had that happen? And they play soccer. We play football and like other games too, like tennis. Yeah.
I am a war mother. I have
always, yeah, absolutely. Let's see here.
Taken oaths
She's gonna lose the things, isn't she?
Move quickly, position well, and the battle is won before blood is drawn.
Man. Selected?
Know this. I am Ash.
She got naturally. He's like,
I
it
found
was
the
not even
bow.
her fault. It's the dad. Who's he doing that? Yeah, -1. I guess so. Oh my fucking god. You gamers, we need your signature. Yeah, it's good to see more people that are signing this, and I do hope that, again, I think it's a huge problem with digital ownership in general. Day 3 of being a boy on a dating app? Uh-oh. Let me go back. I want to make sure I turn this up. I can't hear it.
Do not
Damn, why is it so quiet?
weakness.
Why is it so low, bro? I don't even get it. What the fuck? Is there a way I can find this?
The failure shall not.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I don't hear anything? Yeah. It's so quiet. I can't even listen to this. It's on TikTok? Yeah, I guess I can just look it up on TikTok, right? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, Joanna.
Respect the crowd now, huh?
First blood.
Where is it?
They think me cold. I have seen things the Southerners cannot imagine.
It's even worse. Bro, what the fuck? That's insane.
Show us a path.
It's my PC? No, it's not. It's so shitty, Mike. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I mean, like, what is really the post here, right? It's about how women have it easy on dating apps. I mean, like, come on. Like, what are we really talking about? Skip, bro? Yeah, I'm not even gonna deal with that. That's the point of the video. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows women have it easier on dating apps if they're attractive. I think people have it easier on dating apps if they're attractive. Like, if you're an attractive guy, I bet you probably have girls match with you pretty regularly. So it's not like this isn't true for attractive guys. It's just that, you know, again, if you're not an attractive guy, you are playing the game on hard mode. That's the way it is. Download the video. It's Linus. Oh yeah, I did see this. I was gonna watch this. So Linus got his video taken down for making a video about ad-free YouTube. Uh-oh.
The day our tribes are one, the world will tremble.
We have.
Hacked, uploading full strengths that were too believable. That time Colton issued copyright strikes against ourselves twice. We've also removed a bunch of videos from our channel.
Yeah.
Typos or other errors that needed to be corrected or disagreement with sponsors.
Sure.
But you know what's never happened in 15 years? We have never had a video on our channel taken down by YouTube without our consent.
Was that your
Is
best?
what I used to say. That is until last Tuesday, when I received a notification that our video titled "De-Google Your Life Part 2" ad for YouTube was removed from the platform. I was issued a community guidelines strike warning, a warning that turns into a full strike if I repeat the offense.
Wow.
Except, what exactly did I even do? How is it that a video about open maps and ad blocking can fall under harmful or dangerous content? I've done
Great
more
question.
dangerous things for a D-brand sponsor spot, and those are all still up.
It's all glass.
Speaking of, obviously those guys weren't going to miss an opportunity to insert themselves into an LTT controversy, so they sponsored this video.
Good
and
for
we'll talk
them.
about them more
I
a
dream
bit
of the
later.
day after the tribes are unified. I dream
This
of
is
no
so
longer
ridiculous.
needing to leave.
What a segue.
First, let's go through what happened. On August 20th, we published De-Google Your Life Part 2.
Right.
And after about 2 weeks and 1.4 million views, YouTube took the video down and gave us a warning for violating their terms of service or TOS. But why? I mean, we've uploaded numerous other videos that cover topics like ad blocking, VPNs, and alternative YouTube clients.
Yeah, I mean, that is really weird. Like, if I were them, I would want to reach out to YouTube to know what I did wrong. Because, like, can I not say to use ad block? Like, or what, right? He's like, what the fuck? Because he doesn't want to lose his channel.
What is it that made this video specifically harmful or
An enemy
dangerous?
has
We
been
get
Doesn't make
part
sense.
of the answer in this explainer paragraph that says that this
Okay, here
category
we go.
applies to videos which
I
violate
know your
YouTube's terms of service
Right.
or,
Try.
emphasis
They
here,
are all
encourage other users to do so.
Okay.
Which includes content that provides instructions on how to download.
So is using an ad block not following their terms of service? I didn't even know that.
YouTube videos in an unauthorized manner. There's a lot to unpack here, starting
say
with that
Avarosa.
I
Now
don't
it is?
understand
But
how
you're
that
my
is
mother,
harmful or
and her
dangerous, except maybe to Google's bottom line.
Of course,
They
that-
want you to pay for premium for the privilege of downloading videos, which is well within their rights, but I don't think you can make the argument that downloading video is harming the community in any way unless we've dimension hopped and gone back 40 years, and viewing that content could cause the thought police to participate.
I think that it would make sense that YouTube wouldn't want to have content on their platform that directly shows how to bypass their business model. Like, of course they don't want to have that happen, right? However, I think that YouTube, in order to like I would be much more willing to defend YouTube if YouTube didn't have the entire website full of scam ads. Like, there's just too many scam ads on YouTube for YouTube to have the moral upper hand here. Like, there's just all these, like, Joe Rogan supplements or Donald Trump, you know, needs your $37 right now. Send it to this guy that lives in India, and, you know, he's going to make sure that Donald Trump sends you a photograph that's signed. Didn't he talk about this yesterday? Yeah, we did. But now Linus has come out with an actual video talking about it and addressing it himself. So yeah, it's a scam, right? It is an actual scam. So it's like YouTube is, I can understand the logic of YouTube doing this, but at the same time, I don't think that YouTube really has like the ethical, like, I guess like, I don't know, like bandwidth or like whatever you want to call it, mandate, the ethical mandate to say that nobody should be able to use adblock or talk about adblock when their ads are literal scams.
This is the oath I must fulfill.
Yeah, they don't have the moral high ground here.
Has been slain.
You have too many scam ads.
But let's put that aside, because the arbitrary categorization isn't really the same. The video was removed because for several of its 22-minute runtime,
Right.
we discussed a number of ways of accessing all of the content on YouTube without interfacing with YouTube directly, including by downloading videos.
Right.
Now, to avoid this video getting removed, I'm not going to repeat what we said, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to link to the re-uploads that other users have graciously provided for your convenience.
Very funny.
Today,
What I am going to do, though, is
Saints in the
not
balance.
issue copyright strikes against those guys, and I'll give you
Has been slain. You have slain an
That's
enemy.
crazy, huh? Wow. What a surprise.
you would
What a
challenge
loophole?
an
Yeah, what
iceborn?
an interesting loophole. Man.
the one ad-free YouTube hack that I actually thought was the coolest one. For whatever reason, if you copy the URL of a YouTube video into Bing, you should get to enjoy an ad-free experience. Now, saying
seek
that
the throne
shouldn't
of
violate any
Avarosa.
TOS, and if Google doesn't like it, they can hash that out with Microsoft.
It's fine. How do I even use? So I don't have ad blocker on Chrome, and so I go Bing. .com. Okay. So how do I do this again? So I have to search the YouTube video thumbnail. Okay, I copied the YouTube link. All right, so we're gonna copy the YouTube link into Bing, and we're gonna search for it. And then
Bing. You should get to enjoy an ad-free experience.
so I have to click on, I mouse over it, and then I click on the so if I just watch any of these,
The most interesting and newsworthy television show of the year is coming here to TCN. We are not bragging, that's actually true.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So our longtime
An
producer
enemy
Justin
has been
Wells and the
slain.
team have been embedded,
Wow.
no publicity at all, with Donald Trump on the campaign trail for months.
Wow. I can't believe Linus would do this. That's fucked up.
An ally has been slain.
And die with our eyes open.
You know what's really funny about this? Is like, do you know how viewers will go into like each other's streams and being like, do you know what he said about you? He said that you're a loser and that you're falling off and you're gay. And then they're like, wait, what? Actually, you know what? I've always wanted to say, hey, yo, fuck that bitch. I ain't got nothing to do with him. I hated it. I never liked him. And then like, it was all made up, right? And like, viewers will try to start drama between streamers. Did Linus potentially just start drama between Microsoft and Google?
Shut down.
Did he just do that?
Rules of war.
Oh my god. A little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
Saying that shouldn't violate any TOS.
Yeah.
And if Google doesn't like it, they can hash that out with Microsoft. I'd recommend an
I hold
MMA
the
match
bow with
between
true
Satya
eyes.
Nadella and Son of
I
Chai.
hold
Other than
Why
that,
not?
I don't know if there's a path to us making this video available again on YouTube, because if we re-uploaded it, that would be violating the TOS again, netting our channel right.
Well, here's the way I look at it. I mean, nobody should be mad at Linus for this. I mean, at the end of the day, he's at YouTube's house. And if they say you got to take your shoes off when you're in the house, you take your fucking shoes off. That's just the way it is. If you don't like it, go to somebody else's house.
The ice
Like,
is
you
not
gotta
pain,
follow the
it is
rules.
surrender.
That's it. You follow the rules. And if you don't, you get in trouble. Nobody should be expecting him to fall on a sword for just some bullshit.
Pretty big deal. YouTube has a
Yeah.
pretty clear
An
3
enemy
strikes
has been
and
slain.
you're out policy.
Oh.
Strike 1, stopping us from posting for a week. Strike 2, stopping us for 2 weeks. And strike 3, permanently removing the channel altogether. Not posting for
Not
even
good.
just 1 week would result in significant damage to our business, and with around 100 people working here, families, that just isn't a risk that we're going to take.
What the fuck? Why would you even consider re-uploading? They said it was considered. Why would you upload something you know is going to get you in trouble? Like, that's stupid.
Reveal what is hidden.
Like, who the fuck would say they should re-upload it? Like, obviously they shouldn't re-upload the video that was in trouble. Like, what? Got them in trouble. Yeah.
How cheeky I'm personally feeling about the whole situation. And besides, if we're being honest, we probably should have known this was coming. We aren't the first channel that this has happened to because of discussions around donated videos. And even channels that are
I
on the
didn't even
larger
know
side,
about this.
like Louis Rossman's, have gotten struck for promoting a particularly saturated Corvid app that includes just such intentionality.
Bro, how many of y'all remember back in like 2004 and 5 when Google had like the video streaming service? And they let you download the videos yourself. Like, that used to be a thing, because like I remember I would watch Halo montage videos and I would just download the video on my own. Google Video, dude, I remember Google Videos
As all
was
gods
actually
must.
so fucking good.
Is our dream.
Like, for its time, it was insanely fucking good. Like, the frame rates were good, the render speed was just so amazing.
Actually, he didn't end up getting banned forever, considering that his channel is still around. But they were clearly furious that he'd been so racist. And I mean, it's pretty obvious why he was upset about it. At the end of the day, they're both knowingly violated the TOS, and in a manner that has a greater impact on the long-term violence. After, as much as I hate to say it, they're kind of right here. I mean, imagine
They
if
are.
you-
YouTube is right, but YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go and be like, YouTube is, they have to fix their ad program. They have to, it's so bad. It's actually so bad. I don't know how it hasn't happened already. Like, fix your fucking ad program. Like, I have no problem supporting YouTube, paying YouTube Premium for no ads. No problem whatsoever. But the ad program they have, the ads they have are awful.
No fate
You
is
created a
written
restaurant.
except
Let's
by
call
us.
it Nacho Gong. Then someone punched a hole in the back of the restaurant, giving everybody direct access to the kitchen, and then started giving out the food for free.
Sure.
Food that you paid for. Now, Obviously, the bandwidth and storage costs of serving a video are not the same as food supplies and tech costs of serving a video, but they are real costs that the platform does have to bear payment for.
It's very obvious that YouTube survives off of ads. If YouTube didn't have ads, if everybody used ad blocks tomorrow, YouTube would get shut down. You have to have some way for people to chip in, either voluntarily or by watching ads or something. Like, that's just that has to happen. The problem is not that you have to watch it. Like, I'm going to be honest. I have no problem with ads on YouTube. I think they're very fast. You skip them. It's a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds, and that's it. You just move on. YouTube has probably the best ad system. However, there are a lot of ads that are fucking scams. And if you have a fucking thing, if you have an ad program that has scams in it, you can't be surprised when people want to categorically remove scams. Scams? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think it's a 20 second 1 out of 2. Do you guys get that? Like, the most I've ever got was a 45-second unskippable one time in, like, 3 years. Ironically, I got it yesterday. Because, like, I'll watch on my PS4. I'll watch YouTube on PS4, and I'll get an ad, and it will be, like, a 15-second ad that I can skip after 5 seconds. Or a 1-minute ad that I can skip after 15 seconds. I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think that YouTube is doing something wrong by having that. Yeah, I really don't. Like, I'm not going to complain about that at all. It's fun. On every video, it's dog shit. Just don't watch them.
You don't have to like those things, and you can continue to circumvent
Way
YouTube's
better than
payment
Twitch.
system
Yeah, exactly.
as long as you're able. I'm not going to judge you. But what you can't do is sit there and say, "Oh, I have no idea what they're mad about," and you shouldn't be surprised if YouTube does someday patch the undocumented API exploits that third-party platforms are taking advantage of.
They always will. It will always be a cat and mouse game of YouTube trying to stop people from ad blocking and doing things to get around their monetization, and then people figuring out new ways to get around it. Like, this is always how it is. It's an arms race. Yeah, exactly. It's normal.
What do? Well, I can't speak for every creator, but what we did is we made our own video platform with floatplanes and exclusives. So if you like our content, please consider subscribing over at lg.gg/floatplane, where you will still be able to find Google Your Life Part 2 with no ads or sponsor integrations, along with plenty of behind-the-scenes and exclusive content that was, in many cases, deemed to be too hot for YouTube or, in most cases, actually, not algorithm friendly. And I mean, I hate that it's come to this. Nobody wants more subscriptions. But we aren't the only ones who see the writing on the wall and want to reduce our reliance on Google's fat fee. Plenty of other creators have also set themselves up on alternatives, like Patreon, Option,
It's crazy. This is going to be Tico's trophy session, by the way.
An ally has been slain.
Because I made a video in 2000.
Let's see how close they can get.
And it has happened.
An ally has been slain.
and something more
about that?
doesn't come exclusive.
No?
As for the future of our content here on YouTube, well, we're definitely going to keep updating, but we're also definitely going to play it a little safer with respect to third-party YouTube clients.
Yeah, smart.
With that said, though, we haven't donned our tricorn hat for the last time, and in fact, we've got a video coming very soon on the various ways that you can activate Windows 11, ranging from buying it for $200 to activating it for a lot less than $200.
Yeah.
Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you over there. Just like G-Brand sees us through difficult times like this. Those
Man,
guys
$200?
are always there
Is that how
helping
much?
reduce our dependence
How
on
much
Google
is
Tube
Windows
and
now?
other tech giants, and
Yeah.
They've got something special for you guys, helping you reduce your dependence on inferior skin and case companies. They are offering until Monday 10% off site-wide. All you've got to do is go to the link in the video description. Whether you need a case for your Steam Deck, a screen protector for your phone, a skin for your game console, better looking sides for your PlayStation 5, they've got you covered. And what's the link?
We praise the leader of unifies, forgetting it is only
You
the
too.
unity that matters.
Thanks, D-Brand. You're always there for us. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe check out the one about our channel getting hacked last year. Those guys, man. Do they have any allies in the industry? Is burning bridges just their pastime?
So guide me.
Yeah, I have. It's crazy that sometimes things like this happen, and I think to myself, how lucky I am to live in a time where the internet is free. It's not really free, but it's basically free. Like, there's a video right there. Make sure to give it a like. Right? Fucking YouTube. Oh my god. Wow, you missed D-Brand's new URL? I guess so. Oh my fucking god. I think it's so funny. It blows my mind that people don't watch Twitch and YouTube ad blockers. Well, with Twitch, so I have Twitch Turbo, and I don't think I have YouTube Premium because I don't find the ads on YouTube to be intrusive enough to feel like I need Premium, and also I use ad block. And like on mobile, I don't have ad block. I don't find them to be that intrusive or that annoying. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for Twitch it's really difficult. Yeah, it is. Please don't say that. Yeah, you don't want to get me in trouble. Well, either way, I know that this is what's going to happen, is that eventually ad block will become harder to do. But I've already talked about this before in like videos discussing ad block. I actually think that it's not advantageous for YouTube to disable ad block completely or to stop people from ad blocking. I think what's advantageous for YouTube is to make ad blocker hard to do, but still allow people who really want to do it the option to do it, because those people would have never been purchasers of the ads in the first place, and because of that, those people would just be wasting money that the advertiser was spending money on that would lower their value to YouTube. So like, if you actually look at it from like an economic perspective, the economic perspective and the research that's been provided, at least to me, that I've looked into, shows that people that look at ads oftentimes have a inverse effect by like, I'm not going to watch this ad. I'm not going to watch this ad because, or buy this product because I hate this fucking ad, right? And you're really annoyed by it. The Steam model? Yeah, basically. People do the more convenient thing. If paying for premium is more convenient, then it will work. Yeah, exactly, right? And so I do that too? Yeah, of course. And so, I don't know, I think that's like probably normal, right? Ublocks is working fine for me? Yeah. No, anyone who's actually bought something after watching an ad on TV or Twitch? Yeah, absolutely I do. And I think that it happens all the time. So basically advertising, I know that there's a lot of people like, this is like one of these like weird internet things where like people on the internet think advertising doesn't work. You really think that people would be spending billions of dollars on it year after year if advertising didn't work? Like, I own multiple companies that sell products. Like, advertising absolutely works. Like, it's just, it's like a stupid like internet weirdo like Reddit cope. Absolutely it does. So like if you look at the, and it's a very, very small percentage of people that will actually have a reverse reaction to ads. It's like, I think either like a very low double digit or a single digit percentage of people, but those users are effectively like a foregone conclusion in terms of like spending money. Like you will never get them to spend money. So if you serve an ad to them, you are effectively doing a disservice to the person who you are being paid to serve that ad, right? So like Coca-Cola pays you and you serve an ad to somebody who hates seeing ads and now they're buying Pepsi instead. You kind of fucked over Coca-Cola, didn't you? Right? You did. And so it's actually the most financially beneficial thing for YouTube to make ad blocker harder to do, but not impossible. That way they can maintain a higher CPM, conversion ratio of the advertiser. That's my opinion. That's That's what I think, and I think that is the most logical and the smartest way of looking at it. So yeah. That may be the case, but it's still the product gets known, which is the goal of the ad. The goal of the ad is not always that a product gets known. So you can look at a number of different advertising campaigns, and like also, so like advertising campaigns generally have different goals. Like some advertising campaigns, their goal is to make as many sales as possible. Other advertising campaigns are to keep people's awareness up, right? And so like for newer companies, it's about, you know, building awareness and selling. And for older companies, something like Geico, it's more about just maintaining awareness, making sure people know Progressive, Geico, big insurance companies. So that's the stuff that matters. Army recruitment. Yeah, Army recruitment campaigns are trying to convert people over. So yeah, of course. I think that's wrong. Their goal should be to make ad block impossible so that people who hate ads are forced to buy YouTube Premium. I think that that is not realistic. And the amount of money that they would make from people doing that would be less than the amount of money that it would cost to make it impossible. Because I think that people will always figure out ways to get around it. And so it's like, you know, there's a lot of things that work in like an 80-20 rule, where like 80% of the effort is for the last 20% of the effect. So like you can do 20% of the work and get 80% of it in. So at a certain point, getting closer to that, from that 20% to that 0%, the money exponentially scales. It's kind of like you're playing PoE, right? You're playing PoE and you see how exponential scaling the values work, right? And it's like, if you want to go from like, you know, a little bit more damage, well now you're spending 10 divines in order to get this upgrade. So I think that's what happens with anything, right? Whether it's a video game or anything else. So I think that's the reason why. Diminishing returns? Yeah, there's a massive diminishing return. I don't think that's really worth it. Exactly, that's why I think ad block is still alive. Yeah. This is Martin's video. The Linus video was really fun. The internet doesn't belong to the company. Yeah, but your website doesn't belong to you, but their website doesn't belong to you. Like, if you're using their website and you're intentionally foregoing their payment method, I cannot see this being an ethical act. Like, I don't see this being ethical. I don't see this, that's not fair, right? For you to be able to use their product without having to pay for it. I don't see it to be fair. Let me go back over here. That's the wrong one. I was gonna look at something else. It's called .com. Yeah, what does .com stand for? It's a very good point. Yeah.
Family,
oh.
tribe, they are
Jesus.
all.
Like you streaming on Twitch? Yeah, exactly, right? And so, like, I think that a company always has to acknowledge that there will be people that get content for free, and you can't expect everybody to get content for free, but anybody who expects people to not run ads ever is being unrealistic. It's just about being reasonable, I would say.
Just under 30 minutes ago, Concord announced that the servers are now officially all offline. However, things don't quite end there just yet. That takes us to this post over on Reddit titled, "Allegedly, senior concept artists for Concord are going through an extremely difficult time, and some might no longer want to work in games or design characters after this."
I used to pray for contractors. Man. Wow.
If one take a look at a number of tweets that originally come from the major keepers. Before we do give you all the content here, and Keeper is a senior concept artist over at Firewall Studios, which is, of course, the studio behind Concord. Now, it looks like she's in protected mode. However, it seems like one of her confirmed followers actually leaked the messages and posted them over on Reset Era.
No AI, no NFTs. Uh-oh.
And she was seemingly responding to this person who said, "I don't want to try to redesign one of the Concord characters. Not to fix art or any pretentious BS. Just as an
Oh, you know, bro, this is gonna make her so mad. Oh, yeah.
experience to see if I can find where I went wrong in designs.
Where
Also,
I
it sounds
wrong?
like a fun thing to draw. I love GOTG looking stuff. I'm just assuming that stands for Guardians of the Galaxy, but correct me if
Oh,
I'm wrong.
yeah, I
I think
guess
they
that's
look
it.
great as
I didn't guess
background
either.
characters in the movie or something.
Uh-huh.
They're just missing the hero part. Yeah, you know, the part that's pretty important for a hero shooter.
Yeah,
With like
imagine that.
background characters. It's pretty funny. Alright, with that context, let's take a look at this set of messages
wanna
allegedly
see
from
this.
Amanda Kiefer
Yeah.
responding to that artist whose tweet we just read. I was going to DM you after seeing this, but this site makes me pay to do that. So at the risk of getting dogpiled, I'm just going to—
Wait, you can't send DMs on Twitter unless you have Twitter Blue? Is that true? Yeah, I only if he activates it? I didn't even know that. The fuck? It's a filter type thing?
say this here. A lot affected the art side of Concord, including
Uh-huh.
design by committee, failure of some leadership, to listen to the art team, etc. The
Uh-huh.
character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally,
I
and some
bet.
of the team no longer want to
Yeah.
work in games, design characters, or even do art anymore after